Hello, my name is Chrissy Hodges. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting. A couple things I just wanted to share really quickly. This isn't going to be like a normal video that I would do about OCD or specific topics relating to pure OCD or sexual violent intrusive thoughts. But I just wanted to share with you a couple things. First of all, I just wanted to tell you that I've been so busy. I was at the International OCD Conference last week. I spoke at a couple panel sessions about pure OCD, and so I was in San Francisco and super busy. In the week before leading up to it, I was busy as well. So if you've commented on the videos and I haven't been able to look at them or respond if you're asking questions, or if you've emailed me and I haven't responded, just know it's because I just need to get caught up. So give me some time, especially like the next week, and I will try to get back to you. If you don't hear back from me, it just may be that it's in sometimes my email will be at different folders or whatever, and I may not have seen it, so just resend. So again, my apologies about that. Just I need some time to catch up on things. I also wanted to share something with you, a huge honor from the International OCD Foundation. This year I received the annual Hero Award. I was pretty humbled by it and kind of, wow, didn't know what to think about it in a good way. And I thought a lot about it on the way home. Here, I'll show you. It's so pretty. It's really heavy, but yay. I thought about it on the way home, and I just thought about when I started doing these videos and writing about my experience so many years ago, like 5 years ago. And I had been in this place where I would never talk about what I had been through for over a decade. I mean, and then the decade before that, I was in my symptoms and miserable. And one of the things I said in my panel, my breakout session about talking about OCD and my thoughts was that when I was diagnosed and treated finally, I remember thinking, all I want to do is share my story so people don't feel so alone. And OCD, it just pounced on that and said, no, you're not going to share your story. You're not going to tell anybody what you've been through. You're definitely not going to tell people that you had this theme for OCD that was worry you're going to, turn gay, and then all of the intrusive thoughts that you have about, sexual intrusive thoughts and violent, you're never going to speak about that because people will judge you, and then people will hate you, or they'll think that the OCD isn't real and that that's really who you are. And so I obeyed and I stayed quiet for a decade. And then 5 or 6 years ago, I thought I've got to, it was festering inside of me, this need to want to connect with people and to tell what I've been through, not only because I needed to know that I wasn't the only one, but also because I just couldn't live with myself thinking that people were out there just suffering in silence with this horrible, miserable, torturing mental illness. And that's when I started speaking out, and slowly, it became to the point where I don't have any shame about anything that I say. I don't have any, guilt about what I went through or what people think about me, or, the suicide attempt or anything. And, but it took a long time. And so a lot of people ask, they say, I want to talk about it, but I'm too ashamed. Well, I'm going to tell you, I was the same way. So you're not alone in that either. And that the more you speak out, we had a panel on this, and so I'm going to do a video about it actually. The more I spoke out, the more I realized there are so many people out there, and that they made me feel like I wasn't weird or crazy or horrible. And those people are you. And those people are my community of people that were the people at the IOCDF conference and all around the world that I get to talk to and I get to interact with. So, like I said in my speech, when I accept this, the real heroes are people like you and me, that live with this disorder, but don't stop fighting the disorder, and who succeed every day, even if those days are tough, and even if those days, you feel like you gave into the disorder all day. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, as long as we are or that desire and the intent is to get better and to keep pushing back on this monster that we call OCD, that's what matters. And that makes you a hero. That makes me a hero. That makes all of us, because nobody knows, and you know this because people always trivialize OCD, but nobody knows how horrible this disorder is until you walk in those shoes. And we are all walking together. So I want to commit to you that I will continue to do these videos as long as I can, probably until you get sick of hearing me. And the relevant topics that are important to you, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, share, even just to share your story. I love hearing where you are and what you're going through. And then, of course, I can help through referral consultations and peer support sessions, which you can find at treatmentforocd.com, my fees and scheduling. I'd prefer you actually reach out to me, email, so we can schedule something. I'm not up to speed on the scheduler on the website. I need an IT person, like a live-in IT person. Anyway, that's it. I do want to tell you that I'm going to get back to making regular videos next week. And the next two topics I'm going to do, the next one's going to be incest OCD. So when you have OCD and the theme is going to be incest, that's not a type of OCD, just the theme being incest. And then the one I'm going to do after that is actually a suggestion from someone, and I think it's a great topic, and that is how do you talk to people about having this type of OCD, including therapists, if you're going into a therapist, family, your loved ones, maybe your partner. How do you start the conversation? How do you open up? So I definitely want to address that. That was a huge topic as well on the panel that we did. And so I think it's a relevant video. So those are the videos I'm going to be doing in the next couple weeks. Again, thank you for being here. I think we have a great community, and I think I just want you to know you're not alone and recovery is possible. So thank you, and I will see you next week. Actually, I may try to do one on Friday, the incest-themed OCD. But if I don't hate on me. Then I'll get to it next week. But have a lovely day, have a lovely week, and I look forward to seeing you soon.